Oh, boys, we got some drama. It's 2018 again. We finally got Roblox drama. Finally, we got dumb, stupid Roblox drama. So, basically, LoopedQ's back in the news. He's back. He's back. The relevance. Let's go. Let's talk about this. You probably know the situation. Maybe you don't. LoopedQ basically has tweeted out that Roblox YouTuber Flamingo slash Albert is linking his ex-girlfriend's OF and NSFW pages on Twitter by at Chris Fox Kirsten. This needs to be stopped. To his tweets mentioning her should be deleted to protect his kid audience from settling upon this. And basically, he shows tweets from 6 years ago before Kirsten was even doing OnlyFans, and you know, 6 years ago, I even said that this was before she started OF because like and plus, this is 6 years ago, so I'm like, I don't think any of his child fans are gonna go on Twitter and look for 6-year-old tweets dating back almost 6 years ago to then click on him tagging her and then stumbling across her OF page that she promotes. I don't think that's really gonna happen. I think the odds of that are pretty low. And you got a lot of other Roblox YouTubers talking about this. You got Schlep. These tweets are over 6 years old, and I don't think OF was a thing back then. And LoopedQ responds with, "I'm merely asking him to delete the multiple tweets linking to her OF." But I mean, the thing is, he wasn't linking them to her OF. He was tagging her when she was his girlfriend, when she wasn't doing OnlyFans, and he was just tagging her simply because they were dating. So I mean, he wasn't linking her OnlyFans page. This was 6 years ago before she was doing that. It's just someone took her Twitter handle and is now promoting NSFW content. Creekcraft had also replied to this post saying that real question here is, how do you know his ex-girlfriend is on OnlyFans? Parents are about to be real mad when they check their credit card statement. LoopedQ says, "I'm an adult." She's advertising it on her public Instagram account, which Flamingo Albert follows, who it is shown on her Twitter account, which is linked on multiple Flamingo tweets. You don't need to buy the subscription to know someone has one. And then Creekcraft says, "I'm going to be honest, I thought this was a bait post, hence the sarcasm, but no, you're actually just stupid." Now, LoopedQ responds with, "Kids are one click away from porn cam links on multiple Flamingo tweets with no warning. All I wanted for him was to delete them, and that's it." Now, LoopedQ has actually made a video talking about this, and we're going to be going over this video because I have nothing else to do. I was going to make a video on something else, actually, but I guess that can wait for tomorrow unless something else comes up that's relevant in the Roblox community. So let's just go over this video right here. Creekcraft and Flamingo Roblox YouTuber drama. Parlo exposed. Oh, man, drama. Get your popcorn out, everyone.
Hello everybody, and today we're going to be talking about all the Roblox Flamingo slash Creekcraft drama on Twitter. This video will also include Schlepp's
classic
comments on it and
LoopedQ.
Parlo's comments on it. Now this all started out whenever Flamingo's ex-girlfriend, Fox Kirsten's Twitter, was found to have changed into an NSFW Twitter account.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Her Twitter didn't change into that. She deactivated her Twitter, and someone took her Twitter after she deactivated for 30 days. Because if you don't know, if you deactivate your Twitter account for more than 30 days and you leave it deactivated, your Twitter account's permanently deleted, and someone else can steal your display username. So someone else did that, and basically they're now just promoting NSFW content because they stole her Twitter handle. But Flamingo was tagging this Twitter handle when his girlfriend at the time owned this Twitter handle, and when they were dating before she was doing OnlyFans and all that. So none of like that was 6 years ago. I don't really see this as a big thing. I understand the concern kind of, but the odds of that is like kind of low for kids to stumble upon that.
Suggested that Flamingo delete these tweets that now link to NSFW page. Keep in mind there's not that many tweets on it.
Yeah.
It'll be easy to just go ahead and delete. But people got really mad at me for even suggesting this.
Yeah,
Before I continue with
I don't know if they were I don't know if those comments were serious. I would hope they're joking. If they're serious, then that's a bit crazy.
Also, comment down below your opinion. Do you think that Flamingo should just go ahead and delete these tweets that link to this NSFW Twitter account? Because it truly is easy for him to do. Or just give me any opinions that you have on the situation.
I mean, that's true. I mean, it is easy for him to just go back and delete the accounts. and just delete the tweets. But I mean, is there really a point? I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't think kids are gonna be searching for it's the tweets from 6 years ago that tag his ex-girlfriend that does OnlyFans now. I don't think people are gonna like. I don't think kids are gonna be searching for that, like on Twitter at least, or at least through Albert's Twitter account.
Fox Kirsten used to be a Twitch streamer, and they broke up in 2021. Anyways, this happened because I noticed that all of the tweets that mentioned Fox Kirsten on Albert's page now link to a Twitter account that hosts NSFW websites, and I can't links. I saw an obvious issue with this since all of Flamingo's followers, or at least most of them, are going to be kids, as Twitter is for users who are 13-year-olds plus, so it's definitely possible and highly likely that there's 13-year-olds following Flamingo, and they could possibly be looking down his tweets and find this mention of his ex-girlfriend and click on the link and be immediately exposed to links without any sort of warning.
The thing is, like, Albert tweets a lot. He tweets a lot, so it's just tweets after tweets after tweets, and those tweets were like 5-6 years ago. So again, the odds of them scrolling constantly, it's going to take a long time for them to find that where he tags Kirsten, or they can go to like the search bar on Twitter. Like you go to their profile and you click the magnifying glass and you search up a specific tweet, like you search up for specific words they put in their tweet, and then you can find it, I guess. But again, I don't see any kids doing that.
I saw no issue in saying this, since Flamingo has literally deleted all of the videos off his old account, Albert stuff, because people go through it and find different jokes that he's made that they now deem offensive, and so he just decided to apologize for that and just delete all the videos off of his old channel, which I actually don't agree with because they were just jokes at the end of the day. But
I agree with LoopedQ on this. That's true. I wish Albert didn't delete those videos. I like the Albert Stuff channel. I like it more than the Flamingo channel. I thought it was funny. I grew up watching Albert on the Albert Stuff channel, so I thought that was kind of dumb for him to delete those videos, and people are gonna archive them anyways. So like, I don't get why you'd take them down.
He deleted every single video off his old channel because of that. So it makes sense that he's willing to delete tweets that literally link to NSFW sites.
I mean,
especially
I guess
when tweets aren't videos and they haven't taken a lot of time to write, they haven't taken a lot of time to edit, they make virtually no money for them or anything. So there should be no problem in deleting these tweets, especially when it could potentially save a kid from looking at NSFW, when really they shouldn't see that on a Roblox YouTuber's page.
Again, I get the point of view, but you gotta keep in mind, he tweeted those 6 years ago, and when that Twitter handle wasn't posting that sort of stuff. It was his ex-girlfriend, and someone's now impersonating his ex-girlfriend, and it's now just spamming, NSFW stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like this is a whole nothing burger right here, man.
That to alert Flamingo, as I want somebody to alert me, I posted a tweet saying Roblox YouTuber Flamingo / Albert is linking his ex-girl's OF and NSFW pages on Twitter by adding Fox Kirsten. This needs to stop, and all of his tweets mentioning her should be deleted to protect his kid audience from stumbling upon it from his large Twitter page. I then posted a screenshot of 2 examples of this happening. Now, these examples were from 2019, but there's later examples that you can find. But either way, it doesn't matter how old the examples are, because this Twitter only recently started doing this, around a year ago. So before a year ago, this wouldn't have linked at all to NSFW. But
see, that's the point I'm making. So this is really just a nothing burger right here. The very likelihood that a kid is going to scroll through Albert's tweets from 6 years ago, scroll all the way down to that, or at the very least go to the magnifying glass on his profile to search up Kirsten Fox where he tags her, right? The likelihood of that is pretty low. So I don't see why we're making a big deal out of this.
This account that has Fox Kirsten's name started posting this NSFW links. So even though these tweets are old, this just started happening. And it was not 5-6 years ago. It was only like a year ago.
Yeah.
Until I finally noticed that this was happening and decided to try to stop it. But people were not taking this seriously at all.
Yeah, how did you notice that though? I'm kind of curious. I mean, you just searching for her account? I mean, she hasn't really been in the news in like years. It was like the last time I heard about her is when she started OnlyFans and when she broke up with Albert. Like, I don't know. I don't. Why were you searching for Twitter?
Creecraft, a Roblox YouTuber with 11.2 million subscribers, replied saying, "The real question here is how do you know his ex-girlfriend has an OnlyFans? Your parents about to be real mad when they check their credit card statement." I replied saying, "I'm an adult, plus she is advertising it on her public Instagram account, which Flamingo/Albert follows. It is also
Okay.
shown on her Twitter account, which is linked on multiple Flamingo tweets. You don't need to buy the subscription to know someone has one." So obviously I was taking this very seriously, as it's totally possible with Flamingo having over 1 million followers that somebody could just be scrolling down his tweets and see it.
Yeah, but down to 5 to 6 years ago, that's a pretty long time to scroll through tweets, especially when you're a kid. Like, I don't see that happening.
NSFW without even realizing it was possible. Creecraft replied to be saying, "I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was a bait post, hence the sarcasm. But no, you're actually just stupid." So here we have Creecraft calling me stupid because I want to protect kids from accidentally seeing NSFW on Flamingo's page. But it makes sense whenever you realize that Creecraft himself has replied to Flamingo's tweets adding Fox Kirsten, and
That's a bit of a stretch. Come on, man. That's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, it's true, but the way you're implying it is like, I don't. That's a bit of a stretch, man. I mean, I get the point you're trying to make. I get the point you're trying to make. You don't want kids stumbling across that. You don't want kids stumbling across that. But why are you implying that Creekcraft, oh, all of a sudden he just knew that this NSFW page was gonna take Albert's ex-girlfriend's Twitter handle, and that, oh, he's trying to do damage control. You're kind of implying that when you say that.
therefore has tweets himself linking to this NSFW page. So
Yeah,
whenever
it's a bit of
people
a
are
stretch.
outraged at Roblox developers following NSFW accounts, imagine if they actually linked the accounts. I imagine that people would be pretty mad. Now,
That's the thing, is he didn't link the account though. He didn't link the account. He linked his ex-girlfriend's account, which was 5 6 years ago, and now someone has stolen, or not stolen. They took the display name a year ago because they own it now, and yeah, I mean, come on, man.
personally, I don't see this as a big deal in a sense that it's easily fixable. All Flamingo has to do, and all Creecraft has to do, is just delete the tweets linking to this NSFW page.
Why does Creek have to delete the? I mean, I guess because. I guess if Albert deletes it, Creek still has the tweets up, and you can click like what accounts he's replying to. I guess, okay, I guess I can get that. But I mean, to delete all that, I mean, these interactions happen. Are we just supposed to delete all our tweets from like every time an account is deactivated and just take it and like change it to an NSFW account? Like, do it like we? I don't know what to say, man.
I don't know why they find it so difficult or so challenging to where they wouldn't just instantly delete the tweet.
It's not challenging. It's just no one even noticed this. This was a nothing burger. Like, no one was paying attention to this. You're the only one who like caught up on this. I mean, unless someone else contacted you about this who was like a kid, like that 1%. But no one noticed this, and no one said anything because no one noticed.
I know I would, because I wouldn't want my followers accidentally going to this NSFW account with there being absolutely no warning signs. So
Okay,
I
that's
replied
fair.
saying, "These tweets are over 6 years ago, and I don't even think OF was a thing back then." Now, that's
Yeah.
totally true. I don't think OF was a thing either, but the point is not that, oh, it's old. The point is that it links it at all. I don't think there should be any Flamingo tweets that link to NSFW account.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're not. It didn't link to that though. That's the thing. It links to that now because someone took the display name, but it didn't link to that originally. It linked to his ex-girlfriend's actual Twitter account that wasn't promoting NSFW. That's the thing. So this is nothing.
Because the fact that he's a Roblox YouTuber. I don't find it okay, and I think he needs to delete them. I'm not saying that he needs to be canceled or get hate or anything like that.
Yeah, that'd
I'm
be
sure
terrible.
He had no idea, which is why I called it out. All he needs to do is like delete a few tweets, and he'll be perfectly fine. Like I said before, he deleted all the videos off his old YouTube channel because of jokes. Why wouldn't he delete a tweet because it links to NSFW? To me,
Oh, that's a fair point, I guess. But again, it didn't originally link to that. Someone just took the like how about we just like report the NSFW account then? Why don't we just do that? Why? Because it's clearly a bot account. So why not just do that? And then bam, it's done. I don't know. I feel like that's a more better option.
it just makes no sense to why I'm getting so much hate for simply calling this out. Schlep responded saying, nobody is reading tweets from over 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And because someone changes, they shouldn't have to amend that. That's like going back and asking people to delete tweets about Kadeko. Now, Schlep can just blanketly state that no one's reading these tweets from over 6 years ago, with some of them being less than 6 years old, and with him having 1 million followers and only like 11,000 tweets, it's totally possible that someone could go through all of his tweets.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. Yeah, he has 1 million followers on Twitter, but it's not gonna be popping up on your, like, 6-year-old tweets are not gonna be popping up on your For You Twitter page like right now. Like, they're not gonna be popping up on your algorithm immediately when you open Twitter, because that was 6 years ago, and that's not gonna be popping up all of a sudden. A 6-year-old tweet, him tagging his ex-girlfriend, which now links to an NSFW account. That's not gonna be popping up. That's not the first thing that's going to be popping up.
Sure, it might be unlikely, but
Yeah.
why not just delete the tweets, which will make it impossible for somebody to go back and think it's actually Fox Kirsten's page and end up seeing NSFW cams instead. To me, this is just totally preventable and
Yeah, I mean, I get the point. I get the point that LoopedQ is trying to make. So I'm not gonna say that's like completely ridiculous. I understand it, and I think it's highly unlikely, but again, I understand his point.
easily fixed. I mean, it's not even that many tweets. He could easily delete them in less than 10 minutes. So I truly don't see the problem in calling
Yeah,
this out.
definitely less than 10 minutes. I'd say less than 5 minutes, or even less than 3 minutes, to be honest.
These tweets on our page have over 40,000 views combined. So it's totally possible that some of these people came from Flamingo. Or in my opinion, I feel like most of them came from Flamingo, since the account only has around 60 followers. And
okay, that's plausible, and that makes it more understandable from Loop's point of view. But it could just be it's a botted account, so they just botted the views in hopes, like, I don't know. But okay.
Flamingo has 1 million followers, and he links the account, so it makes sense that they're coming from his account.
I don't like the way he's implying that. Like, I don't like the way he's saying that Flamingo links the account. It's like, yeah, but this was 5 to 6 years ago when it wasn't an NSFW page. That's the thing. It wasn't. A bot just took the @ and is now posting NSFW, but Flamingo was tagging it. I feel like I don't even have to explain this again, but he's implying that it's like, oh, he purposefully linked an NSFW account. I know that's not what he's trying to say, but like, it's just the way he's saying it.
Rather than just from outside sources, as just posting links on Twitter is not going to get you 10,000 views without somebody promoting it. Now, Parlo also commented on,
yeah, or it's just bots. It could just be bots. Clearly a bot account if it's just posting NSFW all the freaking time.
The situation, and Parlo's a Roblox commentary YouTuber with around 400,000 subscribers. He posted saying, "New Flamingo Roblox drama part 59" with the sleeping cat
I saw that.
And he did this to me trying to protect kids from seeing NSFW links on Flamingo's page. When that was my first Flamingo video in over a year. When he himself has 32 videos about Flamingo, which is on track to be the exact same amount as I have, but I've just been uploading longer than him. Either way, we know.
Bro, this is a mid-off right now, bro. This is a what is going on? Oh, yeah. You're on track to have as much Flamingo videos on your channel as mine. What are we doing here, man?
Parlo doesn't care about kids' safety since he made an underage femboy Discord server which had Natharix, otherwise known as Scrimzox or Natty Forsen, who is a known predator that has multiple victims, to be modded instead of the server that Parlo owned, in which this known Roblox predator posted lewd images of himself inside of the server where there definitely was underage people, as the server was 15+. With Parlo using suggestive images to actually promote this account on his former Twitter account named Cammy. Parlo will continuously try to say that he debunked this, or he might have been the owner but he wasn't active, but in my opinion, there's no excuse at all to having owned the server where this occurred. And
that's fair enough. I mean, I have my own opinions about the whole Homotopia situation, but currently in contact with Parlo and a lot of other Roblox YouTubers. We're kind of just working together. Obviously, I have my own opinions about Parlo, but putting our differences aside to do something actually pretty good in the Roblox community. But I obviously understand LoopedQ's perspective, and I have my own opinions about that whole situation with Parlo, but I'm just putting my differences aside with Parlo to do something good.
He said that he has changed, but is still talking to Natty on Twitter. I have personally not interacted with this individual for at least 3 years.
Okay, so I I don't know if I can say much, but he's talking to Natty, but not he's not like friends with them anymore. He's not friends with them. That's all I'm gonna say. He's not friends with them. I can vouch for that. I'm just gonna say that.
Parlo instead has decided to take to Twitter to interact with them only 2 days ago, which just shows that he's continuously interacting with this individual.
Yeah, he's calling them out though. He's calling them out. The last tweet was literally when he was calling them out for doing predatory things. That's when that's the last time he called them out. Yeah, it was interacting with them technically, but it wasn't like it was a friendly interaction or anything like that. It was calling them out for the things that they've done.
When he knows that she is a predator and Parlo is interacting with her, which leads Parlo's fans to comment under her posts and therefore be exposed to her when she could totally be targeting them also. This is highly irresponsible of Parlo.
Again, that's I don't get that logic. I really don't get, like, you can't call out predators for doing predatory things. Like, you can't respond to the replies and tell them, hey, is this you? Is this you doing predatory things? And then kids will go to their Twitter, to the predator's Twitter, and then the predator is gonna go to the fans who came from Parlo talking about the predator doing predatory things. Like, what are we doing? What is this logic? I don't understand it. You can call out predators for doing stuff, all right, without having to worry. You're spreading awareness that on, like, I feel like it should be known online if someone's a predator and they're doing predatory things, that you should let people know online that they're doing this and not have to worry about your fans or people coming across that tweet and interacting with that predator and just to be a victim. Like, I don't see that happening. I don't understand that.
To be interacted with this Twitter account that he knows is Natty Forsyth and just shows that he doesn't care about his kid audience. Thankfully, Natty Forsyth has fallen off, but Parlo continuously interacted with her instead of casting her out the community completely, maybe uploading a video, but that's it. You should not be interacting with this person.
Yeah, maybe uploading a video. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Can't say too much.
On Twitter, Parlo should not be contacting this person at all, as Parlo said that they have groomed him. So when Parlo himself is a victim, I have no idea why he's continuously giving this person attention.
I don't know. I mean, they continually respond, they continuously change their alias, they continually do all of that, and they say they're innocent. Parlo can debate otherwise, right? So they have their full right to say, okay, what about this? And what about that? What about this? And, like, obviously they can say that. So I don't see what the problem is here.
When they should truly be in prison. And no, a video is not the same as Twitter, because Twitter is more interactive and personalized rather than just a YouTube video which is just a whole bunch of comments. That would be hard for Natty Forsyth to find more victims. But on Twitter,
yeah, I guess, but I mean, by that logic, they can Natty Forsyth, right, or Nathrix can go through the comment section, find kids, click on their profiles, and see if their Twitter links in their bio, and then go to their Twitter, follow them, interact with them, and then do predatory things and send predatory messages. You see how weird and unlikely that logic is, right? So, yeah.
it's significantly easier, which is exactly why I would never interact with them on Twitter. I would never interact with them on Discord. Any type of site where you can directly message people, it's a horrible idea to interact.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but again, it's very, 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 very unlikely that people are going to become victims by seeing Parlo's tweet then messaging when he's calling out the predator, and then they go to the predator's profile and message them when they're a minor and then become a victim. Like, I don't see what you can call out a predator, bro. Are you against him calling out a predator? Like, what are we doing here?
With the person you know is targeting children. Also, Parlo's mods inside of his Discord server have been saying things like kill LoopedQ and skin LoopedQ, which are obviously death threats and
I mean, they could be satire. It could be satire. I don't know. I don't know the context to those, but I would hope that that's a joke, and I hope that that's satire.
totally unacceptable. But I'm not even surprised since Parlo is unable to accept criticism in any shape or form, so much so that
Yeah, I mean that obviously I have my opinions on Parlo, but you know, I could definitely say from back then that that was true. I don't watch him. I don't pay attention to him now. Yeah, so we basically got that out of the way. So I really think that this is not that big of a deal. This is just a real big nothing burger, to be honest with you. So I don't see anything. I don't think that this should be a big deal. But hey, I have my video topic for today. So y'all tell me what y'all think.